My name is Daniel Suarez. I'm the VP of Production at Activision on the Call of Duty franchise. Well, in the campaign, we have a character named Riley, and Riley is part of your squad. He's a squad mate, and you can leverage him in the game in multiple different ways. One, he can engage with enemies, he can sniff out enemies and alert you to their presence. And you can actually control him through a system within the character. So what we've done is we've done a lot of research with the U.S. military in terms of how they actually use dogs. And we sat down with actual trainers that leverage these dogs. We went to the mocap studio, mo-captured them, and leveraged them to say, okay, how can we put them within the game? So they have these cameras that actually go on their back that allow the player to actually see what's going on within the environment. You can actually control them via a tablet. So we took that as an inspiration and made that gameplay within the game. You can also leverage him in multiplayer as well. Yes. We kind of showed that off in MP. Yes. So he's a level 5 kill streak, and in MP, he will also alert you to enemies. It's almost like a sat-nav or UAV, where if an enemy's nearby, he will growl, and if he sees them within his line of sight, he will engage. And then if you're actually engaging in a character with another character, another opponent, he will then engage that character. So both single-player and multiplayer usage for the dog. If you are engaging with an enemy and he is there with you, he will engage the enemy. But he will be navigating as his own sort of AI, lurking around what's going on within the map. But he will be there to protect you. Sure. So each game we do in terms of the franchise, be it Modern Warfare, be it Black Ops, and now Ghosts, are all sort of unique, different franchises, universes. They don't overlap with one another. And what's great about Ghosts, it's a very different sort of look at how we've done Call of Duty before. If you look at over the past 10 years, we've done World War II, we've done Modern Warfare. Black Ops sort of crossed a couple different generations, kind of starting in Vietnam, doing a little bit of the future. But Ghosts is a whole new sort of look in terms of how we're doing this. The events take place basically 10 years in the future. A cataclysmic event has happened that basically has decimated the southern half of the United States. And it's you and this squad of Ghost characters that are basically providing a united front against this much larger superpower that's coming in from South America. So it's more of think of like an underdog story where you and your small Ghost squad are preventing this large group from basically taking over for the rest of the United States. Sure. So there's several new features we're bringing to multiplayer. First, we have player customization. And I think for the first time in the franchise, we're giving players the ability to customize their look from their head to their face to their uniform and even their gender. So you can play as a male character or a female character. It'll influence the gameplay when you actually move into squad mode. So I'll get to that in a second. So next core feature is dynamic maps. So the ability now that maps will change based on player-controlled events. Some of them are very dramatic. We've shown videos of the map Strike Zone, where it's a baseball field that basically changes its complete look once it's been destroyed by one of the rods of God that falls into campaign. And then some of them are much smaller in terms of what they can do. There's a map called Octane we've shown off that has a gas station that blows up based on player control. There's another map we've shown called Whiteout, where you can call in a satellite that comes in and crashes within the map and changes the geography around it. The other big point is squads. So squads is this new feature that basically leverages both player progression and then adds a whole new game mode. So traditionally in Call of Duty, when you'd play multiplayer, you'd rank up to a certain level and then be asked, do you want a prestige or not? And once you prestige, you would start at 0. We're changing that system. So this time around, once you prestige, that character is now banked. And you can use that character to create a squad of diverse different characters. So you could create a team of female ghost-faced snipers that will now be your squad. And you can take those characters to then fight against your squad or my squad. So what happens is this suddenly becomes a competitive mode that you can play as a single player, cooperatively, where you and I can take some of the members of my squad and some of the members of your squad against our friends and some of their squad mates. So there's a level of competition that exists between single player, co-op, and then even multiplayer. So the other component is there's 4 modes within the squad mode game. There's a head-to-head mode where squads can go against one another. There's also a co-op survival mode. So if you're familiar with survival from MW3, we've introduced that now into squad mode. So we're adding a lot of diversity and depth to that squad mode itself. No, I think if you look at the sort of metrics, and we've done a lot of sort of research on this, is that we're at a sort of tipping point within the current gen and next gen. I think a lot of consumers are sitting there going, all right, do I want to buy Xbox One? Do I want to buy a PS4? And they haven't really decided which one they're going to buy. We don't know when they're coming out, or at least we know now when PS4 is coming out. But I think there's a lot of hesitation on the consumer side, and that's why we're seeing that lower volume. And that's been justified to us, at least in the consumer research that we've done. But I think there's a lot of offerings now that are being offered in terms of consumer upgrades, both through some retailers and now through some hardware manufacturers, that if you buy the current gen, for a very small price, that there's an opportunity to upgrade. And we're supporting that. We announced that yesterday on the PS4. So I think consumers now have a little bit less hesitation in terms of what they want to pre-order. Sure. So for the last couple of years, we've actually supported an app called Call of Duty Elite. And Call of Duty Elite is something that supports both the web, tablet, and mobile functions. And what it did allows you to actually track your stats, track your friend's stats, change your class, and push it to game, and supported several other features within the mobile app. And this year, we're actually changing the name to be basically just called the Call of Duty Ghost Companion. And we're adding several features to it, both in-game and then out of the game. The in-game integration is all the core features that existed from Elite are coming over, but then also the ability to actually recognize when you're in the game. So if you're playing multiplayer and you're in a lobby, you'll be able to do some functions that you normally would do in the game, but now on the tablet. Well, let's say you're in a loading screen. If you want to still change your loadout, you can do that and push it to game. So let's say now you're in a game and you get shot, and you're now in a spectator mode. You can go in and change your loadout so that when the next time you pop into the game, it'll respawn with you within the game. So we're trying to make this sort of seamless experience within the tablet and the game, so it makes it a lot faster in terms of what you want to do, and sort of reduce any sort of barriers a player may have in terms of wanting to do things that they aren't within those menus. One other thing that we've added is this new mode called Clan Wars. Now, there's been a tremendous amount of requests from our fan base to say, look, we want more functionality with clans, we want to do more with clans. So we've added a deep set of features within the mobile app to support clans. Create your clan, manage your clan chat, where you can actually have a feed in terms of talking to your clan. A feature that I really like called Rally Up. So if you want to say, hey, we're all going to go play tonight at like 7 o'clock, we're going to play Domination, you can send that message out to all your friends, and they will then get it as a SMS message on their phone. And then lastly is Clan Wars, which basically pits you and your clan against other clans of similar size and similar skill. It's a team of clans against 8 other clans within a unique map. And what you're doing is you're actually fighting for different locations on the map, and each map icon is basically designated by a game mode. So there would be one for team deathmatch, one for kill confirmed, one for search and rescue. And what will happen is you will then try to capture one of those locations. After you capture that location and hold it, you will actually earn a modifier towards your XP. So suddenly, instead of just getting 1x XP, you might get 1.5 XP for holding that location. The team that has captured the most locations at the end of the 2-week period will earn unlocks within the game to allow you to customize your character, be it new gear, new mask, new things that allow you to change the look of your squad. So we believe that that's going to be a big driver for people to suddenly say, hey, where did you get that cool outfit? Well, I won Clan Wars like 2 weeks in a row. So Call of Duty Ghosts coming out on November 5th on all platforms, PS3, 360, PC, Wii U. We haven't given dates out for next gen, but those will be coming soon.